What's going on, guys? This is Sona 64, and because I have faster internet now, I kind of want to do more commentaries, and I don't know. I guess I'm kind of thinking of like a series where like I just talk about topics and stuff because I have a lot I want to talk about. So this commentary is going to be about a particular topic, but when I do commentaries, hopefully I'm trying to do them more often. I want to like have like a topic where I just discuss something or something that's going on that I feel like is important to me, at least my life, and maybe it might relate to you, maybe it might not, but uh, I want to talk about finances. Uh, as of recent, I'm actually starting to pay rent. Um, that probably seems a little odd since I've had a job for well over 2 years now, and you think the people I live with would charge me rent. But no, my family is very nice, and they did not charge me anything. Sesame Place, my old job, which I was working during the summer and stuff, it was a seasonal job. So I guess they let me buy for those 2 years because I worked there both 2 years. And then when the season ended, which was in January, I was off for like 3 months, and that's really not healthy. To not be working for 3 months, especially when you want to do stuff, especially when you have a girlfriend, especially when you want a girlfriend and you want to do things with her. So, also in the background, I'm playing Battlefield 4 Conquest on Zavad 311. Anyway, I I'm paying rent now because I got a new job and I get paid every week. It's not seasonal. It's part-time, but there is the chance for full-time hours, I suppose. But right now I'm getting anywhere from between 18 hours to 30 hours. It usually ranges between there. This week is about 20 hours. Next week it might be more, it might be less. We'll see come Saturday. But uh, this job, I like this job. I'm going to stay there for a while. And so since I'm comfortable here now, I've been working there for about 3, 4 weeks, maybe 5. I haven't been counting. They decided to say, hey, since you're going to be living here and since you have a job that pays you every week and you're not going anywhere, do you mind paying rent? Now I can't just be like, no. I've been living there for a while, and I say no, like, hey, no, you're not supposed to do that, and then they would kick me out, and then I would kicked out because I'm not paying rent. So I agreed to pay them something every week, and everybody will be happy. I would rather pay them every month, but that's just a lot of, I'd like to say, uh, just a lot of responsibility. And not that I have any problem with responsibility, I don't mind. I was actually planning on paying for the internet here but until my aunt decided to, out of the blue, get the shit fixed finally. So now I have faster internet, and that's why I'm kind of wanting to start the series. But I was going to do that because I realized I had the money for it, but she decided to pay for it. And since my money was really mostly going to a savings account, because I want to save money, decided like, hey, why not just pay them rent, and then they're happy, everybody's happy, I'm giving them money, I'm living there, I'm giving them money, and they'll get off my ass about everything, and everybody will be happy. But I guess the main topic about this is finances. See, now that I have to pay rent, I have to think about everything that I have to pay for the week, and everything I have to pay every month. See, I have to pay, I don't have a car, I don't drive, I take the bus because I live in a big city, and so there's a bus service that you can just take and get everywhere you want to get. I can get to my job within an hour, probably spend less a week getting there, on the bus than I would in maybe gas. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I go places on days that I don't work, so there's that too. But I can still get there on the bus. I'm not going out of the city. I'm not even really going out of the state, so I mean, I can get everywhere, and I don't have to pay for gas or anything. I just pay for a Transpass, and boom, I can get anywhere on a bus. A Transpass is similar to a Metro card or whatever your equivalent is in your city if you have a bus service. It just makes it so that you can get on any bus, for a fee, like a bottom fee, and they just give you a card and you just get on the buses and stuff. So yeah, I have to pay for that. I have to pay rent. And then every week I want to put something in my savings account, so there's that. And then at the end of the month I have a bill that I have to pay as well. It's a credit card bill. I'm a typical American. We all have, well, not all of us have. Actually, some people are smart and they don't have credit cards. So I mean, if you're young, like 13, 14, you know, Yeah, I probably could say, hey, don't avoid credit cards at all costs, like they charge out of the ass, and actually my credit card payments are really cheap. It's not like 50 or it's literally not even $50 a month, so there's that. But I mean, credit is not, I mean, a credit card is really not good to have, but I have it and I'm paying on time, which actually increases your credit score. If you didn't know that, if you have a credit card and you're paying all your payments on time, it don't matter how much in debt you are, if you're paying on time, you're increasing your credit score. But as long as you keep paying, like if you stop paying, then it looks bad. But I plan to keep paying, so yeah. So there's that at the end of the month. I think that's about it, though. And I mean, while that might not be as much as other people, it's kind of introduced me into this world where like I'm I'm literally getting there. I'm almost independent. Like before they asked me for rent, I guess I was maybe like 60 to 70% independent, and now I'm getting upwards to maybe like 75 to like 85% independent. I mean, I still live under the roof. I don't really pay for all the food that I consume, but I do work at a grocery store, so I mean, I can pretty much pick up anything that I want to eat, and I mean, I'd have to make it. Some things I don't, but I can pretty much get anything I want, and it's pretty nice. That was a nice drop shot, and it's really just it's making me like realize how old I am and like how much being a grown-up sucks, having to pay for like bills and having to set aside money for things. I mean, I remember when I like just went to school and came home and did homework and then played video games on the weekend and sometimes during the week even though my dad didn't want me to. Although when I was in high school, my dad was he was mostly lenient. Like, if I had homework, like, he didn't even really ask me about homework. Like, not like in middle school, Like, in middle school, because my mom was alive, no video games during the week, right? Even if I finished on my homework, no video games during the week, like, focus on school and all that stuff. I hope I'm not that kind of parent. Like, I want to have kids in the future, even though the girl that I was thinking about pursuing, or, had hung out with me on my birthday, doesn't want kids. I still think about it, even though, the future is, bleak and you don't really know. But if I do have kids, I hope I'm not like that. I hope I'm like, hey, kids, focus on your schoolwork, but I can't dictate everything to you forever, I mean, I want to keep my kids focused on school, but I also want to, I don't know, just give them freedom, not be like, oh, no freaking, no video games during the week, or something like that, because, like, I don't know, it just seems kind of, then again, I was really prone to video games, as you can clearly see, so I guess them, wow, that should have killed me, I guess that makes sense that they would want to keep video games away from me, because it did kind of distract me, now that I think about it, because, I think around 11th or 12th grade I had to do a remedial class, which is basically a class that you have to do over because you failed. I don't know how many classes I failed through my high school career. Maybe like I want to say 6 at the very most. But they were like 2 classes each year. Like I failed 2 classes in what is it? My freshman year I failed 2 classes, but they were 2 classes that didn't matter. And sophomore year I failed 1 class, and in my junior year I think I failed 3 classes. Yeah, because I was doing remedial classes out of the ass my senior year. I didn't fail my senior year. Like I got all my classes out of the way. I got it done because I was just trying to get out of school, and I did good. Graduated in 4 years. It was a hell of 4 years, but I got it done. But anyway, I don't know. Budgeting is really, it really sucks. Like I'm over here and I've got this notepad and I'm looking at my budget, or I don't want to say budget. I guess my plan for like I don't like saying budget because it's not like I plan on spending. Like I plan on like saving money for certain things, and I don't really want to say I have a budget because I don't have a certain number of hours that I work every week. Like sometimes I might work less, so I'll make less money. So I wouldn't call it a budget. I just call it like a financial plan. There you go, financial plan, and it just sucks that like have to do all this. Like be a grown up, just kind of miss being young and not having to worry about finances. When my dad would just give me allowance, and then I'd do whatever I want, like go to movies or go see a girl that I was really interested in. And now it's just I'm sitting here and I'm getting ready for work, putting my shirt on, and thinking about how much I plan to spend today because like when I go to a grocery store, there's always food there. There's always things you want to try. There's a lot of things there I want to try, but I need to save money. I know I'll get paid. Technically, I get paid tomorrow, so I could spend money, but I don't want to because like the more money you save, the more money you'll have when you actually want to like buy something that you really want. Because like I've been doing a lot of impulse buying, and that's a very, very bad thing. I'm sorry that I know it's. I don't even want to apologizing, but it is really bad habit, So I gotta get out of that. But when you work at a place like me, and there's just so much different types of food there. It's funny. I could have died in there. I could have died in that building. Anyway, there's so much different types of food there that you want to just try. Like, I don't know. I bought cheese sticks the other day, which I think are still in the refrigerator, but they were really good. So, anyway, you guys can tell me about your like if you have a job or you just save money for things. So, like, how much of a burden it is for you when it comes to like saving money? Do you even save money? And if you do plan on saving money, how much do you plan on saving? Because it doesn't really like come down to how much you like want to save. It's how much you make and how much you want to put aside for things. Because I have to like adjust my funds to like compensate for other things that are important, like getting a haircut or I don't know, just hanging out with a girl who lives in New York or something. Those stuff like that. But anyway, you guys can like share your stuff with me if you want. I had a pretty good game that game, and that was okay. It was mediocre to say the least, but I think I did okay. Anyway, if you guys like that, just leave me a comment and tell me what types of topics to talk about. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.